Oh, hi, it's old Pie PanAnning. Welcome you back to Let's Play Aviary Eternity.
We're up to the final stretch. We have one more ending to get, and that will mean that we have to go back to the makeshift trial.
Right. So, as you can see, we got both A and C, which are bleh endings. So, let's get here, because this.
Opie did enjoy the ending A lot, however.
Right.
Yeah, we start pretty much right here.
So, let's skip all
So,
this because we've already seen
yeah,
this
I
shit.
think you can skip. You can skip quite a bit actually until the first Crux examination.
Yeah, pretty much. Because we already read this. Gunshot. Boom. Oh, wait, that's not part
Because
of the
it's pretty.
script.
Yeah, speak up.
Stay silent.
No, speak up. We already saw that ending.
God damn it. I was like, one more for good measure. There you go. Oh, boy, that was not part of the script. It's like, what? I just wanted to say.
You could always appeal to someone else unless you wanna keep going, because you appealed to Fontaine, I believe, in the last one.
So let's just do this. Yep, Beetle.
This is gonna be a bit different.
Bureau, we only met on a couple of occasions, but you seem like a good person.
You what, mate? You don't know that. You don't know the first thing about me, Squawk.
Well, regardless, surely you see something wrong with executing a man without trial.
Nah, we need a better friends when we're not treated as equal. Blood's gotta be spilled to do that. And this is similar.
Yeah. Due process. Or, yeah.
We should probably say rationality again.
Oh. Yeah, put your fucking gun away. Perhaps I can help, madam. I like the fact that Sparrowson just appears right in the middle of everything.
Welcome back, Sparrowson.
Actually, we're going to skip until I present the first piece of evidence.
This is true. Alright, so the plain as day is the statement you want. Crime occurred at night.
Too dark.
Would have been too dark. Yeah, sure, there's light.
So
and now present the broken glass.
As PanAnning mentioned from the last few videos, the broken glass are the right piece of evidence, so let us talk. The street lamps of Aviary and Mamusets were broken. They're completely non-functional. As proof, I present the glass shards that line the alleyway. These shards originate from the panes of the broken lamps.
And I still got the holes in the hole of my shoe. Double proof. Those glass shards could have been found from anywhere.
You could send one of your underlings to see the broken lamps for themselves, if you want.
And waste more time? I think not. This sounds like a stalling tactic. Excuse me, Madame Beaumont. I don't remember whether the street lamps were or were not broken, but I do remember that we had to use a torch to light up the scene. Hey, whose side are you on, Squawk? I'm just saying, Falcon might be right. It was particularly dark, so it's possible that there weren't any lit street lamps. Are you saying I'm a liar? I fought with your buddies, Squawk!
Buddies with a bird? I don't think so.
Stop quibbling, both of you. Maybe the lamps were broken, maybe they weren't. It doesn't matter. I know that Piero's testimony is accurate because I personally saw the rooster at the crime scene 1 minute after Piero did.
1 minute? That's plenty of time for the real murderer to escape and for the passerby to stumble upon the scene, is it not? Must acknowledge that is a possibility.
I acknowledge nothing.
There is an inkling of doubt. You know that there is a slight notion that Piero might be misremembering what he saw. Don't badger the prosecution, Monsieur Falcon. That wasn't badgering. On to the next witness, Madame Beaumont. Do you have anyone in mind?
I do. There is someone among us who is something of a gun connoisseur. A man who knows everything there is to know about the craft of weaponry. Oh, that's me again. Shut up, Piero. Get off the stand. Yes, ma'am. I called Fontaine forward. Very well.
Now, Fontaine, is it true that you are a gun specialist?
Well, I hate to brag, but yes, I know about guns, their mechanics, their beauty. Have you heard about the revolver mechanism America is developing? Wonderful stuff. Fontaine, let's stick to the guns that were found at the crime scene. Tell us about those. Alright, very well. This is the gun found on Severin Cocorico's person at the time of the arrest. It is a standard issue percussion lock Châtellerault Gendarmerie pistol, 24 cm length, 15mm caliber. Lots of police and soldiers carry these old things. It's a gun that says, I am a reliable man of the law. That sounds like a Cocorico.
Does it? Cocorico always told me that the riding crop was his self-defense weapon of choice. It's so strange that he had a gun in the first place. Gendarmerie pistol has been added to your events report.
And this is a gun found on the Croque Monsieur's corpse, clutched tightly in his hands. It is a turnover pistol, double barrel, Aviary handle, 20 cm length, 13mm caliber. This is an exquisite and highly customized gun. It's one of a kind. Whoever used this weapon knew their stuff. The Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It's no surprise that his personal weapon would be something so flamboyant.
Turnover pistol has been added to your evidence folder.
But what's really fascinating about the Croque Monsieur's gun is the ammunition. See, the bore of the pistol has been fitted with a set of grooves. Please stop, Fontaine. I didn't call you up to hear you show off your gun knowledge. Tell us what you uncovered when you examined the Croque Monsieur's bullet wound. Alright. Well, a lead bullet was embedded in the middle of the Croque Monsieur's sternum and appeared to have a straight angle of entry. So in other words, the Croque Monsieur was facing his killer when he was shot. That's right. The other interesting point was that the Croque Monsieur's outer clothes were singed. This typically only occurs if a person is close enough to a gunshot to be directly burned by the gun's muzzle flash. And how close does a person have to be burned by a muzzle flash? Less than 3 meters, I'd say, 5 at the most. Then there's no chance that this was a rogue sniper on the rooftop. The Croque Monsieur's killer was standing in the Rue des Marmousets themselves. As is plainly evident, only one person was found in Rue des Marmousets at the time of the incident. Prosecutor Cocorico!
Well said, madame. I think you just unequivocally proved this bird's guilt. Not so fast. I would like to cross-examine the witness. I don't think so. You're overstanding your bounds, bird.
Let the lawyer try, Remus. When he fails, there will be absolutely no doubt to anyone in the room that Cocorico is nothing but a bloodthirsty murderer.
Let's cross-examine. There's one thing I need to cross-examine. That turnover pistol, actually.
Yeah, I do remember this.
Fontaine,
This is yours.
about the Croque Monsieur's turnover pistol. Is it valuable? I would like to buy it off of you.
I believe you have to ask about the ammunition.
You were about to say something about the gun and his ammunition before Madame Billmore cut you off. Could you give us the details?
Oh great, now he'll never stop talking. I'm glad you asked, Falcon. See, as you probably know, most bullets are just small round lead balls, right? But that's not the case here.
Balls.
This particular weapon uses an advanced iron-tipped aerodynamic, carefully grooved. Actually, it would be quicker if I just show you. Take a good look. This is an iron-tipped minié ball. It is very rare, top-of-the-line technology. Before last night, I have never seen one of these in person before. Like I said before, the Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It only makes sense that he would have access to the latest weaponry.
Where did you find this bullet, Fontaine?
In the turnover's pistol's chamber.
Mini ball has been added to your evidence folder. Hold on, I'm confused. I thought the Croque Monsieur fired his gun. So, how is it possible that his gun was still loaded with a bullet?
A turnover pistol is double-barreled. That means it can hold 2 bullets at once, ready to be fired in quick succession.
Ah, I see. The Croque Monsieur fired one bullet, but died before he could fire the second.
I trust that you have no more questions about this matter, Falcon. We've wasted enough time already.
No. One more question.
Where's the other bullet?
Not yet. Where's the other bullet?
What other bullet?
The fired mini ball. There were 2 shots that night, right? That night, remember? One from the assailant and one from the crocodile.
I scoured the scene for a couple of minutes, but I couldn't find it. It's a pity. It would have been great to have 2 of these magnificent bullets.
Madame Billmore, did anyone find a fired mini ball in Cocorico's body?
In his body? You're asking if Cocorico was wounded by the bullet? No, that much is plain to see.
So again, I must ask, where is the fired mini ball?
Well, I don't have any clue. What are you trying to get at, Falcon?
Is it obvious? If the bullet wasn't embedded in the alleyway wall, and it wasn't embedded in Cocorico, then that means it flew sky high.
It hit the murderer.
I know. Blow it all sky high. The bullet hit the murderer, the real murderer. Must still be embedded with whoever attacked the Croque Monsieur.
A ludicrous notion.
It makes perfect sense. The double-barreled turnover gun? The missing bullet?
Fine, I'll humor you. Let's see a bullet did indeed hit the real perpetrator. What of it?
Well, it's only been a few hours since the shooting. Presumably the person will still have the bullet lodged in them. Find the person with the you need. Iron mini ball embedded in them, and you will find the real murderer.
That's reasonable, but we don't have time nor resources to search every citizen of Paris to uncover an injured gunman.
You don't have to search everyone in Paris. I believe the murderer has to be someone in this very room.
Oh? You think we have a traitor in our ranks?
I do. This was obviously a planned attack. Someone invited Cocorico and the Croque Monsieur to be to the same place at the same time in order to create the setup. Someone with the rebels' connections could engineer such an event. This is ridiculous. Are you really saying that someone in this room was shot last night? That's clearly untrue. A bullet wound can be concealed. Perhaps if you all to take off your shirts.
No, I'm not having everyone in the room stripped down to their knickers just to cater to your outrageous theory. If you can think of a more reasonable way to prove your stray bullet theory, then we end this damn trial here and now.
More reasonable way. I have a more reasonable way.
What are you thinking, Falcon?
Isn't it obvious? We have the perfect way to uncover whether someone has been shot. It's a genius solution. It's funny because
The Explorer Extractor.
It's funny because I use this damn thing when we're ending 4C.
Hmm. Are Are you serious, Falcon? You're relying on the adventures of a lunatic?
I've never been more serious. Madame Boomore, for Remus and the members of the court, this device is called an Explorer Extractor. It's the latest medical technology.
It looks like a children's toy.
I assure you, this is no toy. It was designed to find and extract embedded in bodies. Oh, metal embedded in bodies, excuse me. A battlefield bullet finder and remover, if you will.
I'm intrigued. So you're saying that you just swing that device around and it fires a bullet in a person?
Yes, sort of. I don't know. We haven't had a chance to practice with it really. But these birds are playing you out for a fool. There is no way such a device exists. We have seen this device working with our own eyes. Sproulson shall demonstrate.
Me?
Although he will need something to demonstrate it on. The bullet.
The mini ball.
Yeah. Here we have an iron-tipped mini ball, as presented by Fontaine moments ago. Observe. I place the bullet in my closed fist. It now represents the fire bullet that is currently embedded in the murderer's body. Allegedly. Now, Sparrowson will demonstrate what happens when my hand is scanned with the Explorer Extractor device.
So just do this and... It's humming and buzzing. Is it really detecting that bullet?
Absolutely.
What an intriguing device. Hey, what would happen if I were to hit extract right now?
Please don't. You remember what happened to that sting, right?
My, what is this feeling? It feels like... power!
Don't let it get to your head.
Okay, I'm convinced. Falcon, Sparrowson, you may perform a cursory scan of each of us with that device of yours.
You must stop humoring these morons, madam. What good is this doing us?
Remus, they may be moron, but this test will grant us certainty of the rooster's fate. I can't afford that time. Hey Falcon, what will happen if the murderer is someone not present in this room?
It most likely isn't.
What?
I'm stalling.
Falcon! Get a move on, you two.
I really must express my displeasure that you're going along with this farce, Madame Beaumont. Let us end this trial, right here and now. You can get justice you so crave.
Don't worry, Remus. My patience for this burnt brain is wearing thin too. When this asinine scheme of his fails, he will face the consequences. Lucky Bird, scan the rooster first. He is the prime suspect after all. Okay. I'm not getting any reaction. That means there probably is no bullet lodged in Cocorico. So, he's innocent for sure. No, all it means is that this bird was not shot by the hypothetical bullet. Don't forget, this is all speculation on Falcon's part.
Madame, I must insist that you end this. It is a fool's errand. We have no other matters that we must attend to.
Remus, you let me worry about our time management. Pierrot, you go next. Alright, get it over with. Ah! No reaction. That means that Pierrot wasn't shot either. No surprises there, right guys? Ah! Let's see. Next we shall test...
Madame, I implore you.
You're being awfully lippy, Remus. Why don't you go next?
That's not really necessary, madame. I don't want to participate in this ridiculous child's game.
This is no game, and I'm issuing you a order to cooperate.
I refused. That's pretty much a dead giveaway, man.
Piero, please restrain Remus.
With pleasure, ma'am.
But what are you doing? Keep your filthy talons off me. I will not be manhandled by... Oh, stop that! You're making a mistake. Madame, think a little harder. I have an alibi. I was with you the whole evening.
Sparrowson, do the test.
We should get a reaction here.
Falcon? Not getting any reaction.
That can't be right. Do it again.
There's nothing. Pierre Remus has not been shot, as far as this device can tell.
The utter nerve to manhandle a man of a cloth like that. As I said on the floor, madame, I was with you and Fontaine for the entire evening. I could not possibly not be in two places at once.
It's true. You were sitting in my line of sight exactly when the murder was supposed to have taken place. As was I. Right. Fulton was sitting with us too, so that rules him out. And I know that they didn't perform the murder, obviously. Which means that every suspect has been accounted for. Go sit down, lackey. Your job is done. You realize what this means, don't you, Falcon? Your little test failed. Your hypothetical bullet theory turned out to be substantialized speculation, pure guesswork.
Should we end the trial, madame? Wait! There must be someone that we're not accounting for. I just know it. There is someone else that could have been the shooter. Yeah.
We want to present Judge Romulus.
Hello, old friend. Frere Romulus, how is your brother, the man named Romulus? My brother, he was forced to flee the country by our oppressive government. You and I know that that isn't true. Your brother is still in France. In fact, I think he's lurking in these Aviary catacombs right now.
An absurd notion. Your theories are getting more and more outlandish. Falcon, where is your evidence?
Oh, I know. I can answer this one. I found this in the catacomb too now.
An introductory guide to the cult of reason?
Thank you, Sparrowson. Now, Frere Romulus, does this pamphlet look familiar to you? No, I've never seen it before in my life. Are you sure? Are you sure it doesn't belong to your brother Romulus? No. There are many cultists in Paris. Maybe it belongs to one of them.
Falcon, I take your word that your lackey found this pamphlet in the catacombs. But Remus is right. You have no evidence that the man known as Romulus is the one who dropped it. The pamphlet could have been dropped by anyone. It could even have been dragged in on the sole of Pierrot's shoes for all I know.
Wouldn't be the first time, Squawk!
Actually, madame, I know for a fact that the pamphlet belonged to Romulus, and I can prove it.
I think you have to present the... Yeah, that's right.
A little while ago, while I was visiting the Laveau, I saw a man who looked very much like Romulus handing out pamphlets. As you can see, the pamphlet from the Laveau is identical to the pamphlet from the catacombs, except for one important detail. Romulus signed the Laveau pamphlet himself. No way, my brother would do something so foolish. Do you see, right here, on the cover page? That is Romulus' signature.
I admire your tenacity, Falcon, but something is blatantly wrong with your evidence. We know that the brother of Frere Remus is named Romulus, but this Louvre pamphlet of yours is signed Silvius.
Clearly an alias. So Romulus is on the run from the police, so he must have changed his identity.
That's a plausible theory, but it's unsubstantiated. There we go.
Got it.
I got the word. How do we know that this pamphlet was signed by Remus's brother?
The pen.
Yes.
Sake. Again.
Mother freaking green ink.
This fountain pen. Hey, Where did you get that? Is that my brother's or mine? Wow, Remus, your mouth is almost as big as Romulus's. Anyway, I believe it's yours.
Time for corner team.
Yes. Sparrow's son happened to find this pen in your robes just a few days ago. You really stole it. I love this track. Let's not argue over semantics. What's important is that what you just admitted is that you and your brother both own pens just like this one. See, these pens are unique, and that they contain a very unusual choice of ink color.
A very evil choice, too.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it's the same ink that was used on the signed pamphlet. Since there's only two pens, there are only two possibilities. If Rear Remus has been signing off as an atheist, culturist, pagan, propaganda, I will never do such a thing. Or his brother has been using his identical pen to sign cultist propaganda the same time that was found in his catacombs. Impossible. My clues equal from a brother lost his pen. Oh, so then the only explanation is that you lent him your own. No, you see, doesn't matter how you cut it, Ryder. One way or another, you and your brother are tied to the cultist pamphlet. Admit it. Confess.
Falcon, enough! You've made your point. You are asserting that the friar's pen ties him into the cultist pamphlet. I get it.
This is all tenuous. What'd you say, madam?
No question. Falcon has suggested a theory that hinges upon a theory that hinges upon yet another theory. It's not hard proof by any measure. He may very well be wrong, but at least he's logical. His theory is self-consistent.
What do you say, madam?
Falcon, where did you say you found this leaflet? The unsigned one, that is.
Oh, down the catacomb tunnel, through the fork on the left side.
Fontaine, Pierrot, go see if you can find anyone dawdling where they shouldn't be. Yes, madame.
Yes, ma'am.
A silence hangs in the air. In a moment, one of two things will happen. Either Pierrot and Fontaine will return empty-handed, in which case I'll have no choice but to execute Cocorico. And then I would have to execute you, Falcon, and you, Sparrowson.
Us?
Not because of what you've seen tonight, although that's admittedly a problem, but because your lies would be treasonous to our new republic.
I didn't sign up for this.
Or Pierrot and Fontaine will return with a prisoner in tow, in which case...
We'll be free to cut Cocorico down and skedaddle.
Surely not, madam. You're not gonna let these three just walk free and after everything that's happened here. Remember what this rooster did to your father?
Hold your tongue, Friar. If it turns out you've been deceiving me all this time...
And Bobon, look who we found!
Well,
Ow, stop shoving me, I can walk myself. Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
Well, we really do have a ghost in the catacombs. Introduce yourself, wolf.
Very well, mademoiselle. My name...
Madame.
Right, madame, whatever. My name is Silvius. Don't you mean Romulus? That LA isn't fooling anyone, Your Honor. Alright. I am Romulus, twin brother of Remus, and loyal servant to the rebel cause. That's the whole truth.
He's telling the truth, madam.
Long live the Second Republic. Right, guys?
I have a lot of questions, both for you, Romulus, and for you, Remus. I don't appreciate being lied to.
It seems like you have your hands full, so we'll be just taking our leave.
Not so fast, Falcon. Your theory is still unproven. If it turns out that Romulus has no bullet in him, then you would have no evidence that implicates him of the Croque Monsieur's murder.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have to do that test.
Cocorico would still be the prime suspect.
Bullet in me? What are you guys on about?
Spare me. Fontaine, hold him down.
Hold me down? Ow! 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 Ow!
Barrison, do your test.
I'm on it.
Do them test. There we go.
It's buzzing. It's really buzzing around his shoulder.
Yeah, this. Yeah, it's my Windows 3.0 is starting up.
I see blood. There's definitely a bullet wound there.
That's an old bullet. Old war wound. Got it from fighting in Algeria in 36.
Obviously a desperate lie. My brother was being completely honest, madam. He's a veteran. He was shot in battle.
You know, I could just extract the bullet right here and now. That would remove all doubt. Do it!
Yes.
Do it! Do it!
I like the fact that both the guide says either choice does count. So, but we'll do it just for your sake. Extract that sucker, Sparrowson.
Ah! Wow, suck it out like a pip from a grapefruit. Oh, hey, look at that! If I'm not mistaken, this is one of them newfangled bullets, right, Fontaine?
There is no mistake. This is an iron-tipped mini ball, just like the one in the Croque Monsieur's gun.
Do you realize what this means, madame? It clearly demonstrates that Romulus confronted the Croque Monsieur before Cocorico arrived. This is undeniable evidence that Cocorico had nothing to do with the crocodile's death.
You're right. I made a mistake. I haven't forgotten what the rooster did to my father, but this bird clearly had no parts in the killing of the Croque Monsieur. Therefore, I cannot honestly call him an enemy of the Second Republic. Your friend is free to go. Fontaine, cut the rooster down. Right away, madame.
Thank you, madame,
For what?
for giving us an opportunity to show what justice looks like. Before you ask what is the difference is between revenge and justice, and I replied, rationality. Well, I can see how much effort it must have taken to hold back your emotions and let rationality dictate your actions.
Pierrot and Fontaine will help carry your friend to the tunnel entrance. We're on it, madame. Will you be okay by yourself with the two wolves? These toothless old dogs? I think I can manage. Of course.
Come on, brother, to your feet.
So, cultists.
Cultist is just a strong word. Listen, mademoiselle.
Don't mademoiselle me. I shall be asking the questions here. Tell me, friar, are you cultist too?
Madam, I'm just a humble servant of God.
Ugh, I never realized how poisonous your words are. You've been spewing lies since the very start, haven't you?
Madam,
At least tell me why you two killed the Croque Monsieur.
because
Allow me, brother. You want to know the truth? We want exactly the same thing as you. We want a world without class, a world without false rulers and God, a world where only the reason of man reigns. A world of true equality and fairness. This is what you strive for, no? But you cannot achieve such a goal without violence. Your methods are too passive, too naive. So we set up a new situation where you would be forced into action. Make the government look like murderers to the rebel, and make the rebel looks like murderers to the government. Then you would be forced to take up arms.
Another lie.
But that was the truth.
You claim that you wanted equality, but you just want a world where you stand above everyone else, a world where carnivores reign. You're a rabid animal at heart.
You got me. But can you honestly say that you never wanted power for yourself? You're a carnivore too. Don't deny it.
No, I've never wanted power. All I've ever wanted was a world where no child has to grow up without a father. Did you know that the Croque Monsieur was something of a family man? He once confided in me that he had 5 children and a late wife.
I had no idea.
Tell me, Romulus, do you have children?
Me? No, when was it I?
Well, there's your answer.
Goodbye, Sylvius.
Brother?
As for you, Friar, get out of here.
You aren't going to kill me?
I had to. You are the worst kind of person. A man who will cling to any ideology to claw his way higher. But I know that you weren't the one to pull the trigger on the Croque Monsieur. Maybe there's a slither of goodness left of you.
I...
Go. Is this what justice looks like? It's so uncaring.
Wow. Alright. I like this ending so far.
And yes, Cocorico has been saved.
Yay, he's saved. I think... Should we cut it here, or should we continue?
You could do a cut, yes.
Yeah, I think it should be cut. So next time, let's play Aviary Attorney. I will assume it will be the final part of this. So see you guys then.